new vlog, guys. Today I'm finally making that video that many of you were asking since the first time that I ever posted a cooking related content on this channel, which is to make some kind of Hungarian food. And it took me so long to finally make it because as I was researching and brainstorming what type of food I could make, I realized that making traditional Hungarian food just from ingredients that can be found here in the Philippines is not the easiest thing. Oops, I had to cross the road. So it's not the easiest, but at the end I managed to think of something that could work, so I will just run to the nearby market and get the ingredients I need.
Thank you,
Thank you. And also going to need some kind of fruit. Well, originally the recipe is made mostly with plums, which of course I'm not going to find here, and sometimes also like with apricots, which I'm also not going to find, but I'm thinking of like something that I know would match the recipe and would taste well, and then it will be kind of like a Philippines Hungarian fusion food. Oh, or apple, that could work. Magkano to? Sige, okay, I'm back home already. It's extremely hot outside. I got the main ingredient of this recipe, which is potatoes. So while I'm going to be peeling and preparing this, I can share with you what we are making at all today. Sorry if it's a little bit noisy in the background, but there's a rice field over there and they are preparing it for planting, I guess. So there's like some noisy tool. Actually, I'm curious to see what they are doing exactly. I can't really see, but there's that tool that I see often on rice fields, and now I know what it's used for. I'm always interested to see how farmers work, and here in Nueva Ecija province I have a lot of chance to see how like rice is farmed. The grass is overgrown like crazy everywhere since it's rainy season, so they are like cutting it, I think, to prepare the ground for planting new rice. So it's just cool for me that I can just peek at it and see how they work just right behind my house. Anyways, like I said, it was not easy to think of a Hungarian food, but I decided to make this because it only needs a few ingredients, which mostly you can find everywhere in the Philippines. And it's basically like a potato dumpling, a filled potato dumpling, and it's a sweet food, but it's not a dessert. So in Hungary, actually, we eat a lot of like sweet food as a main course. It's usually like a soup first, like a more filling soup, not a cream soup, more like something that has a lot of like vegetables or meat in it. And then besides the soup, we often eat a sweet like second course. It's not the easiest food to make, to be honest. In Hungary, most of the times we are just buying it like ready-made and like frozen, and then you will just need to boil it and that's all. But I'm going to put the effort in it today and make it by myself. Okay, I'm back in the house, and to properly document my cooking, it's going to be like a double camera action. So I have my potatoes, and now I'm just going to chop them up because we are going to need to boil them. And the fruit that I picked at the end were really the apples. I decided with the apple because making like apple cinnamon flavored things is also very common in Hungary, and the fly is bothering me. So using apples is going to get as close as it is possible to this like traditional Hungarian like flavor profile. So the potato is boiling. I added some salt into the water also, and I'm just basically going to wait until it's fully cooked. I'm adding some sugar on the apples and some cinnamon. That is very, very important. I decided that I'm going to cook the apples just a little bit, so it's not going to be crunchy. So I'm going to do this. This food has like three main components. The first most important one is of course the boiled potatoes itself, which is going to make the dough mixed with some flour, and then the filling, which is in my case the cinnamon apple or any kind of like fruit or jam that you are going to be using. And the third important part of it, which will give the final product's unique flavor is breadcrumbs. And I'm not really sure if breadcrumbs is used in other countries the same way, like in this Hungarian recipe, because breadcrumbs are of course most commonly used in like salty food. It's a sweet dish, but it has like some kind of like savory characteristics. So I think that makes this food really interesting. I'm going to heat up some oil and fry the breadcrumbs. I also decided to add some butter in the oil just to have some extra flavor. I think it's almost ready. It smells so good. It already reminds me of like a Hungarian food just from the smell. And this is approximately the color that we want to achieve here. It's been like 4 to 5 months since I came back to the Philippines, and it's only like now lately that I slowly starting to crave Hungarian food. I'm not the biggest fan of Hungarian food in general, but being away from the country after like multiple months, I slowly like start craving a few things just out of like nostalgia. So this dumpling right now is going to be really nice. Okay, so every component of the dish is ready, and now comes the difficult part. Here are the boiled potatoes. I just mashed them just the same way like if you were making mashed potatoes. Here's the apple filling, the breadcrumbs, and I got some egg and some more butter. So what we will need to do is to turn the potatoes into a dough, and I'm going to do it by adding flour, some egg and butter. But if you guys want like the whole written down recipe that is more easy to understand, then it's going to be in the description box. Okay, I'm really proud of this. So this is what you want to achieve, to make like a soft, flexible dough that is possible to shape. I'm really proud of it. So I'm just going to flatten it, and then I will just cut some pieces out, and then I can put the sweetened apple in it, and I'm also going to add like some extra cinnamon on top. And then the last like big challenge is to be able to like fold it somehow that the apple stays inside, and shape it into a cute little ball like this. And now that the water is boiling, it's salted water by the way, I can put the dumpling very carefully. It's very important to just gently press them a little bit so they are not sticking on the bottom, because the way how you can tell if the dumplings are ready is that they are going to float to the top of the water. So, oh, there they are already floating. I'm just going to take it, and while it's still wet, I'm going to place it in the breadcrumb and move it around. There they are. They are definitely too large, and the shape is not perfect, but it's mine and it smells super good, so I'm very excited to try it. So besides the breadcrumb, it has to be topped with powdered sugar and cinnamon. There, this is what it looks like inside. It's really nice. What's going on here? Okay, me saying that it's good is not enough, so I'm going to need Jonathan to try it also. Did we eat this when we were in Hungary?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think so also. I don't really remember because we tried so many different food in Hungary, but I think not this exact thing. Is it good?
It's good.
Pixel also wants to try it. Also a first time. It's her first time actually eating like any Hungarian food.
You know what it's like? It's like an apple pie.
Yeah, that's right, kinda. Because like basically it's the cinnamon apple filling, but even if it was like made fully traditional with the plum, it would be still with cinnamon. So I think we got pretty close.
Do you want to try?
Yes. I really missed eating this. It was not like my most favorite thing in Hungary, but like I said, now that I've been away for long, now it's really good and nostalgic.
How is it?
It's really good. It's approved by me, Jonathan approved, Pixel approved, so it's definitely a success. This is all for this day, but I will still film a little bit tomorrow because we are going to do some more like I'm getting a photo bomber. We are still going to get some things fixed tomorrow that is going to be related to our upcoming wedding. So I will still film tomorrow and add it to this vlog, so I'll see you in a bit. This is the office where we kept coming lately a lot. This is where everything that I was talking about in my last video was getting fixed. And now we are back again just for one last time, just to make sure that every like information is correct on our papers, so we won't have to like deal with it if there's any issue on the day of the wedding. And this is like the whole building. All offices are like super open, but it's like a very like friendly and cute little place, so I'm really happy that we chose this exact city hall to fix everything, because everyone is super friendly and the whole process is very easy. I think if we picked like a bigger city hall, then everything would be a lot more like strict and stressful, so I'm really happy that we are doing it here. We need one more Xerox. This is going to be probably our last Xerox run, but luckily there's everything we need in the area just right around the city hall, because just on the opposite side there's like a small public market area, and conveniently right next to soft drinks and rice there's also a Xerox area. It is done. Finally we completed all the paperwork side of things. We just stopped at our relative's place a bit, so little Pixel can also have some fun since she loves to be here, and we were dragging her along this whole like paper fixing thing. It's a good thing that we made sure that everything is okay on the documents, because there were a few mistakes on it. For example, for some reason they put Gonzalez on my mom's name, because I had to give like both of my parents' names, and for some reason there were a Gonzalez added to my mom's, and she's definitely not called Gonzalez, so they had to correct that. And there were also a few mistakes in the spelling of my name, because my name is Hungarian and it's quite difficult to like pronounce it here for local people, because it has like special Hungarian letter. My name is Susie, which is like short for Susanna, but that's just like the English version that I use here, but in Hungarian it's spelled like this. So people always have like a difficult time like understanding all these like mix of Z's and S on my name, so there were two misspellings in that, so that got corrected also. So finally everything like paperwork related is ready, and most of the personal things also. Actually, I've been wearing my ring in the past few days just to make sure that this time it's really like fitting perfectly. As you could see in my previous video, we went on a ring resizing, and that was already like the third time, so I'm just making sure now that a fourth time is not going to be needed, but I think this time we got it pretty well. There are a few more like personal things, of course, that we will still need to get done, for example like the dress, of course, and those kinds of things. But yeah, I'm just super happy that all like the official part is done for now, and the next time we are going to the city hall is going to be for the actual wedding. So yeah, I'm super excited to share it with you guys. Also all these like small things we are doing, but I think this is going to be the end of this video. I will be back very soon with a new vlog, but thank you so much for watching this one. If you liked it, then please subscribe, and I will see you next time in my next vlog. Bye!